Good evening. I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. Another bloody weekend on St. Croix as another young man is shot and killed. We visit a summer basketball camp. Kim Collins says he won't run again for St. Kitts and Nevis. And if you're hungry, you're always welcomed at my brother's table. Those stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. Announcement before we jump into our stories. Governor John DeYoung will have a special announcement tonight at 8 p.m. following this broadcast. That's Governor John DeYoung will have a special announcement tonight at 8 p.m. Now, in our top story tonight, violence continues to plague our territory. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story of a 28-year-old man who was viciously murdered last night in a state Mon Bijou.
It was around 11 p.m. last night, Stacy. We're here at the Mon Bijou bus shanty, and we had another homicide. All right. He's 28-year-old Sabri Spencer, and he was shot multiple times right here at this shanty. He didn't make it. He was dead on the scene. Right now, let's go to Melody Raines, VIPD spokesperson, for more.
Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives on St. Croix are investigating a fatal shooting that occurred on Sunday, August 5th at about 11:30 p.m. in Estate Mon Bijou. Police responded to a 911 call reporting that a man was assaulted in the vicinity of the bus shanty located inside the Mon Bijou community. The victim has been identified as 28-year-old Sabri Spencer. Police said Spencer was shot several times. Emergency medical technicians on the scene did not detect any signs of life on the victim. Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives and forensics processed the scene for evidence. This case is under active investigation by the Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives, and if you know something about this case, please call detectives at 712-6077 or 712-6037. If you wish to remain anonymous and perhaps collect a reward, call Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS.
That's the VIPD's version. Here's our version. We understand that Sabri was in back of a pickup truck. He was fired on. He jumped out of the truck and tried to get away. He was run down by his perpetrators, by the suspects. They emptied point blank their weapons on him, and they killed him dead right here. He is 28-year-old Sabri Spencer. Folks, this is horrible. Another young black man dead. If you know anything, you need to call 911 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. This makes now the 36th homicide in our territory, 18 on St. Croix, 18 on St. Thomas, give or take 4 or 5 vehicular deaths. The carnage should and must stop. At Mon Bijou, we lost another young man, 28 years old. His name is Sabri Spencer, shot multiple times, dead, right here at the Mon Bijou bus shanty. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
In other news, 4 suspects are in custody after they allegedly shot at people on a crowded beach earlier this summer. Here's VIPD spokesperson Melody Raines with more.
Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives on St. Croix arrested 4 suspects and charged them with reckless endangerment in connection to a discharging of shots at Kramers Park Beach on May 13th. Arrested were Colleen Fleming, age 18, and brothers Louis, 28, Mario, 20, and 22-year-old Flabel, also known as Flavius McGrath. Police said the 4 fired multiple shots at another individual at the crowded beach. The suspects were arrested on Friday, August 3rd, based on a warrant issued by Judge Julio Grady. They were charged with first-degree reckless endangerment and assault third degree. At the time of their arrest, the suspects were placed on $50,000 bail each and remanded to the custody of the Golden Grove Adult Correctional Facility pending further court action. Police said the suspects were positively identified as the persons who fired multiple shots toward another person while at the Kramers Park public beach. After they discharged the shots, the suspects fled the area in at least 2 vehicles.
A convicted sexual offender has been arrested for failing to register here in the Virgin Islands. Here are the details.
Ralph M. Joseph, age 49, was convicted on various sexual crimes and served time in jail. Following his release, he was deported to his native country, but illegally entered the USVI and has been living on St. Thomas for more than a year. Officers and agents of the Criminal Intelligence and Major Crimes Units received information on July 26 that Joseph, a native of Dominica, may be residing illegally in estate Anna's Retreat. On July 27th, police officers began roving surveillance patrols in the Anna's Retreat area, attempting to locate Joseph. On August 3rd, a male fitting Joseph's description was identified and detained by police. Previous charges were 3 counts of aggravated rape, unlawful sexual contact, child abuse, and all sentences were to run concurrently with credit for time served. Joseph was arrested on August 3rd and charged with failure to register as a sexual offender. Police said he may also face federal charges in this matter.
A fugitive posted on America's Most Wanted was recently arrested right here in our area. The IPD spokesperson Melody Raines has more.
After 2 years on the run, murder suspect Caba Alfonso Woodruff was brought back to St. Thomas to face charges in connection with the 2010 shooting death of Patrick Smith. Woodruff was detained during a traffic stop by law enforcement in Fulton County, Georgia, where he was living. Police said Woodruff fled St. Thomas less than 24 hours after Smith's murder. Patrick Smith was shot several times while in the Paul M. Pearson Gardens housing community on April 25, 2010. He later died from his injuries. Major crime detectives at the time conducted an investigation and determined that Woodruff was the suspect. On July 27, 2010, an arrest warrant was issued for Woodruff, charging him with first-degree murder, first-degree assault, and unlawful possession of a firearm. Investigation revealed that Woodruff left St. Thomas on April 26, 2010, within 24 hours of the murder. The warrant information was placed into the National Crime Information Center database. On July 22, 2012, after evading capture for more than 2 years, VIPD was notified via NCIC that Caba Alfonso Woodruff was detained by the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Woodruff signed a waiver of extradition, and major crime detectives and intelligence unit agents traveled to Georgia and extradited Woodruff back to St. Thomas to face charges. On August 3, 2012, Woodruff was present before the Honorable Judge Adam Christian, where he was advised of his constitutional rights. Unable to post bail, Woodruff was turned over to the Bureau of Corrections, pending further court proceedings.
Coming up, Jamaica sprinters steal the show, and sprinter Kim Collins doesn't even get a chance to run. We'll tell you why in our Caribbean Report.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's your Caribbean Report. From the Caribbean, Built to Last, a documentary that will be unveiled in London during the Games, is produced by the Bajan production company Studio Caribe and follows the amazing men and women competing in a range of Olympic, Paralympic, and non-Olympic sports whose stories of success defy the odds stacked against them. From the Caribbean, the U.S. will begin on August 15th to process applications from hundreds of thousands of young illegal Caribbean immigrants expected to seek 2-year deferrals of deportation. From Dominica, police are seeking the assistance of their French counterparts as they search for 2 young men reported missing at sea since last Wednesday. From the Dominican Republic, the country was lightly shaken by a 4.3 magnitude earthquake early Saturday morning near the city of Bonao, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. From Guyana, authorities say they are planning to fire about a dozen airport employees after police and customs anti-narcotics unit agents discovered 57 pounds of cocaine in a suitcase aboard a Caribbean Airlines flight last week going to JFK. From Guyana, the government says it has held talks with a number of foreign-owned oil companies engaging in the drilling operations of the Jaguar 1 well offshore. From Montserrat, the board of directors of the CDB has approved a strategy for Montserrat for the period 2012 to 2015. It's been close to 2 decades since the volcanic eruptions caused more than half its population to flee and badly damaged the economy. From Puerto Rico, the Interstate 4 corridor, a wide swath of central Florida where the majority of the state's Puerto Ricans live, is drawing unprecedented attention from the U.S. presidential campaigns as they may play a key role in the forthcoming U.S. elections. From St. Kitts and Nevis, the Twin Island Federation will be receiving a $4.76 million disbursement from the IMF following an approval by the fund's executive board. From St. Lucia, Senator Dr. Ubaldus Raymond has resigned his government position and says he will be assuming the post of chief economist of the Turks and Caicos Islands. In your Olympic update, Jamaican Shelly Ann Fraser-Price defended her Olympic title from Beijing to win the Olympic women's 100-meter final and to bring Jamaica its first gold on Saturday. But hold on, Jamaica is basking its Independence Day celebrations a day after Usain Bolt retained the Olympic gold medal in the men's 100 meters with his companion, Johan Blake, taking the silver. And former world champion Kim Collins from St. Kitts and Nevis went to Twitter to tell his fans he was not racing in Saturday's Olympic 100-meter heats and he will never run for his country again after an apparent fallout with the country's officials. All because he spent time with his wife in a London hotel. And in your cricket update, the West Indies made a clean sweep of a test series for the first time in 10 years when they beat New Zealand by 5 wickets in the second test on Sunday. Please be sure to check our Facebook page for all full stories and details in the Caribbean Report. Well, it's National Healthcare Week, and the community has stepped up to the plate once again for the needy. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the details from Frederickstead.
It's National Health Week. Also, we're here at My Brother's Table under the guidance of the Frederickstead Health Clinic. This is a win-win situation with Reverend Koopman and his staff. Let's go inside and see what goodies they have.
Happy to be here to make this donation to My Brother's Table. First of all, we'd actually like to thank the community for assisting us with making this donation. Last week, we were at the Plaza West, and we did a food drive and a blood pressure drive for the clients of Plaza West, and they donated all these things. As you can see, we have 10 boxes of food, also 10 pounds of chicken, and another case of chicken, 40 pounds. And so we're really, really happy that we're able to assist this. This week is National Health Center Week, so this is not the end. This is just the beginning. On Wednesday, we'll be also offering services to these same clients. We'll be cooking a hot breakfast for these clients because My Brother's Table does a great job of cooking for these individuals every day for lunch. Unfortunately, there's no one in West to provide them breakfast. So we'll be cooking breakfast for them on Wednesday, and we'll be also offering them free health screenings such as blood pressure, glucose, and cholesterol screening on Wednesday. Also, we have a check. The check was also from the community. Individuals who were at the Plaza West gave money as well too, and so what we did, we took those funds and we made it into a check from the Federal Health Center, and we're here to present it as well to My Brother's Table.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your generosity. It's only with the help of the community that we're able to feed people nutritious meals at noon, during the noon hour. Right now we're serving about 15,000 meals a year, and we certainly appreciate every pound that's donated and every dollar which is donated to help us do this for our community.
Well, this is certainly a blessing for you, Pastor Rod Koopman, and we go way back, My Brother's Table, and not only is this National Health Week, but 15,000 meals that you pump out yearly. It's really fantastic. I know you want to thank some folks you already had in the check presentation, but man, with Hovenza leaving, some schools leaving, the territory shutting down, a lot of people leaving, and businesses shutting down, your calling now is needed more than ever.
Yeah, I believe that My Brother's Table is as necessary as it ever was, if not even more so, because more and more people are having a difficult time providing food for their families and food for themselves. And if we're able to provide one solid meal a day to people who are really needy, that can give them a new lift on life. And fortunately, we've had the support of the community to be able to do this, and we're counting on that support continuing.
The clinic, first of all, has come a long way, and glad to have you back open with all these events and so forth. National Health Week, besides My Brother's Table here, these donations and these great gifts and so forth, serving lunch, and it smells good, by the way, invited the press and people around. What does this mean to you at a time like this?
What does this mean? With everything that's going on, health centers are very, very important in our community because federally qualified health centers nationally are the ones who are providing services to individuals who are unable to cover the cost of the services. So we have programs such as a sliding fee program, so individuals who are underinsured and uninsured to assist them. We also provide services to the insured, but it's recognized that nationally health centers across the nation are getting individuals to have primary care, because as we know, what's happened, a lot of people just showing up to the emergency rooms when they get sick. And so we're trying to make sure that as a health center, we offer that preventative care to help individuals from waiting until they get to that late stage. As we said, this week is National Health Center Week, so we're having a lot of activities. But what we wanted to do, we just didn't want to have a party, to say we're recognizing National Health Center Week. We wanted to be true to what National Health Center Week is about. It's about giving to the community. It's about providing a service. And so this morning we had a interfaith gathering at the health center, and one of the pastor from the Adventist Church spoke about prosperity, but he spoke about prosperity with love, joy, and us being able to provide that. And so that's what we're doing. We're trying to share the love and the joy within our community. So that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. Tomorrow we'll be having an open house. The entire street will be blocked off from 1 o'clock. We'll be having free bounce castles for the kids. We'll be having quite a lot of things, free head screening, music and everything. So it's just pretty much a fun atmosphere for individuals to get information about their health.
Well, we have social people out there to check your glucose and so forth, your high blood pressure. And what about your mental state? Will there be some counselors out there to deal with stress, or maybe a psychiatrist out there to some of these events?
Very good question, Wes. We do have a behavioral health therapist, and the Department of Health Mental Health Division also shares services within Frederick's Healthcare. The staff will be available. VIPI is another nonprofit that also is in Frederick's Healthcare, and they provide case management services. So we've invited several organizations to come and showcase the various services that they have, medically, mental health, dental. There are rare services. We've even gone further than just medical services. We've invited WAPA and other organizations to come, the energy offices, to share information with the population in terms of what's there and what could help them be healthy and save money in their spending.
Congratulations to you and your staff. Stacy, you ought to love that, what Miss Webster said. You know what you always say, health is wealth. I'm Wes Small at the clinic for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. Coming up, it's basketball summer camp in your Sports 411.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
The Positive Guidance Basketball Summer Camp is a great program for our children. News Channel 8's Wes Small is trying to make a basket. Let's check him out.
I was a shooting guard, Stacy. Serious, shooting guard. Here he is, Coach Basie. He's the real man here. It's called Positive Guidance Summer Camp. We're at Elena Christian, and this is some of his staff and lovely children here. Your children, right? Making a positive step in the future. How you doing, man? You all right?
Yes.
You just can't wait, can you? What's your name?
Jaquan.
Jaquan what? What's your last name?
Jaquan John.
Jaquan John. All right. You like Coach Basie? You like this camp?
Yes.
What's your favorite
I
part?
saw you before.
You saw me before? Where?
With
Well, let's say TV, right?
TV.
And you having a lot of fun. What?
By the parking lot.
By the parking lot. All right.
While you were saying about
I started it.
some people
Yes.
with two young people, two young adults, and
All right. What's the best part of summer camp for you?
basketball.
There you go. That's why we're here. I'm sure they got other activities as well. Coach Basie, tell us how it's been this summer and what's going on. And how do you get funded for this?
Well, the fundings are based on, the fees that you pay to enter the camp. We pay our counselors and our trainers, and we have stipends that we give to our trainers to train. We have different activities. We have basketball. We have kickball. We also had baseball.
Yeah.
We this past weekend we had tennis also. We have a tennis court out there. This past week we went horseback riding. We had water balloon fight. We just whatever is fun, we try to have fun. That incorporate with basketball. And that's basically what we're doing right now.
All right. Yeah. And you open what, Monday through Friday?
Monday to Friday. I'm here from 7:30 until 5:30. The camp starts from 8 to 5.
Still not too late to get your kids in for a
No,
couple of
definitely. You could, if you're interested, it's 277-6451. Again, 277-6451. And you call me and we'll work out a price on, your child being able to come here. If you have multiple kids, we work something out. And this week we're going to go to the beach all week. We're going to go swimming. We're going to play basketball. I want to get some more of those basketball kids to come, or those that want to learn some basketball, so we could individually work on them and work on their skills and so forth.
Positive guidance keeps its trademark. All right, you have an assistant here. What's your name?
Jahira.
And how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good.
Looks like you have a lot of fun this summer.
Yeah.
All right, you want to big up anybody out there?
I just want to tell everybody else who want to come and play basketball and have a good time, you should come. And I had a good time with all the kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should come.
You're waiting for some pizza.
Yeah.
All right. All right, well, who else wants to chat? Jaquan, I hear you, man. You full of energy. What's your name?
Tekai Lockhart.
Hey, Mr. Lockhart, what do you like about this camp the most?
Playing basketball the most.
Yeah, all right. What grade you in?
Third going to fourth.
Third grade? You're going to be a 6-footer. Is your dad tall?
Not that much.
Not that much, but brother, you're going to be up there. What's your favorite basketball team?
Chicago Bulls.
Big up, Coach Basie. Give yourselves a round of applause. Stay safe for the summer. Positive guidance, all right, at Elena Christian. Big up, big up. I know you do, Jaquan. I'm West Small for...
Jaquan.